Hi guys, welcome back to another lesson. In today's lesson we're going to be looking at two-way tables and how to read two-way tables and calculate probability from two-way tables. So let's just jump straight into it. So a two-way table looks like this, where we have our column headings and our row headings, and the rows represent one certain event and the columns represent another event. So in this case, this event here, this represents the firstborn child, being either a boy or a girl, and this one here represents the second-born child. So how many different outcomes are there? So that's where we get our little boxes here. So in this outcome, it would be a boy and a boy. In this outcome, it would be a boy then a girl. Here would be a girl then a boy, and this one here would be a girl and a girl. If you ever do biology, you do a little bit of this in biology as well. So there's 4 different outcomes. Let's do some examples together. So we have a survey here of people who have either dark hair or light hair and dark eyes or pale eyes. So the first thing we're going to say is how many people were surveyed. So the total number of people surveyed is this number down here, because this is the total number of people who have dark hair and the total number of people with light hair, but each event is not independent of the other. So they're going to either have dark hair and dark eyes or dark hair and pale eyes. So in this case, 40 people were surveyed. Of the people surveyed, how many people had dark hair and pale eyes? So that's where we go down here. We've got our dark hair and our pale eyes. So that gives us 8. So the probability of, the number of people who had dark hair and pale eyes is 8 people. How many people on their own had pale eyes? Okay, so it doesn't matter about their hair colour in this case. And so we're just going along the people who had pale eyes. So 8 people here had pale eyes and 12 people here had pale eyes. So in total, 20 people had pale eyes. So if we go back to our other one of, we're doing a different one now. What is the probability of a person having dark hair and dark eyes? Well, that's this number here, our dark hair and dark eyes. It's kind of like our timetable chart when you on like the back of your exercise books, where you go down the column until you get to the row that you want, and that's the number that you have. It's very similar to that. That is an example of a two-way table. So what is the probability of a person having dark hair and dark eyes? Well, the probability of dark hair, dark eyes is 16 out of 40. So 16 people out of the total number of people gives us 16 out of 40, which gives us a probability of 0.4. Okay, your turn now. So in this case, we're looking at a survey of year 8 and 9 students and whether they like jam or Vegemite. So pause it, do the 3 questions, then come back and we will do it together. So how many people were surveyed? So 125 people in total were surveyed. Now we're going to go how many year 9 students preferred Vegemite? So that's this value here. So we say 34 people preferred Vegemite, or year 9s preferred Vegemite. And then we're going to say, what is the probability that a student chosen at random from the year 9 prefers Vegemite? So it's really important that we look at who we're looking at now, because in this case we're looking just at the year 9. So no matter what, we're only going to have a sample space of 72 people, because we're not looking at selecting anybody at random. We're looking at just selecting a year 9. So that means our total number of outcomes, or total number of people, is 72 in this case. So the probability of a year 9 liking Vegemite equals 34 out of 72, because we're looking at the total number in year 9, which gives us a probability of 0.472. Let's do another one on your own. So pausing this one, you're going to use this two-way table to find the probability of a person, that should say chosen at random, from the group being a male who does not have a pet. So we're looking for a male and no pet. So the probability of a male and no pet? Well, male and no pet, there's a total of 6 people who are male and don't have a pet out of a total of 35. So probability of a male and no pet equals 6 over 35, which gives us a decimal of 0.171. Okay guys, that's it for today. Remember, if you have any questions, please make sure you ask. Otherwise, we will see you in the next lesson. Thanks.